Okay, let's go. Okay, so for Friendsgiving today, I'm making chicken noodle soup. I have a couple ingredients in my fridge already, but I need a couple more. So we're gonna go over to hmart and pick some up. The weather today looks a little bit better than yesterday. Just tap it. Thank you. Let's go. Okay, I guess like with this like new Friendsgiving video, I just wanted to also kind of do a similar thing. I like really value the insights between all like the friends that I have, in terms of like, because we all come from like different walks of life, we're doing different things now, just being able to share a little bit more about our struggles or what we're trying to do, I feel like is really helpful. And so I guess kind of diving right into like the first question is, you can tell like, I guess the audience a little bit more about yourself, and then also go into any aspirations or goals that you guys have that you want to achieve in, I guess like now or like the near future.
My name is Amy. I'm 24. Thank you. I'm currently a social media manager at a bridesmaid dress company.
Well, I'm Steven, 22, a little bit young.
Arbaz, just graduated from UW. Follow me on Spotify, ARBAZ. I'm a little bit of a musician.
Hi, I'm Tassin. You can call me Tass. Yeah, that's what most people. Or Astro Tass if you play League with him.
Hi, I'm Jessica, or Jess.
My name is Marco, and I'm in the UW nursing program. I've lived in Washington for the last 12 years, lived in the Philippines for 5 years, and then lived in Boston for 5 years.
Hi, my name is Melanie. I'm a high school PE teacher and a volleyball coach.
My name's Christian. Subscribe to Chris is Cool. Shout out at Young Illegal Beaner, YUNG. Actually, I changed it to Young Illegal Bean. So YUNGILLEGALBEAN.
I'm Michael Lim. Follow him on Spotify, ARBA.
And then I'm also here with Corey. What's up?
I'm Rainia. I am currently studying interactive media design with a focus in UX design.
I'm Sam. I'm Melanie's boyfriend, and she told me to be here. So.
Are you here by choice?
This is forced.
I think I've learned the past couple of years that spending time with family, spending time with friends, being around them is never time wasted.
Yeah.
But time that is most valuable, and time that will always be surfaced as happiness. I think for me, I've been more inspired to touch more people, to be an open heart, because I think I've secluded myself from a lot of people in the past, and it's time to right those wrongs. It's not that I regret anything.
Right.
It's more so I'm growing.
I want to take more authority over my life. And so kind of like what we were talking about earlier, like I want to get rid of like that what if, you know?
Yeah.
That what if, or when I'm ready, or when I move out, or when I am older, you know? Like, start now. I feel like because we're young, it's kind of almost like forgiven that we're going to make mistakes.
Right.
And I think that's something that I was afraid of a lot of my life. because I wanted to be perfect, you know?
Yeah.
And I had this perfectionist mindset that stopped me from even pursuing all these things I've wanted to do. Moving on with the year 2023, like that's kind of what I want to do. Just
Nice.
like do me, you know, like get rid of all the walls and the doubts in my mind and just do it.
Yeah, and I'm so excited because you can definitely sing, you can definitely content create. Like your work is her work is amazing, and so the question that I have you guys is like, if you guys could like think about your younger self, what advice would you want to tell yourself that you recently maybe like come to terms with some advice that has helped you to be who you are today that you wish your younger self would have known?
I mean, there's a lot of advice like 4 years ago, completely different person. Life will throw shit at you, and you just have to save space for it and move forward, make new friends, and kind of learn, like, I don't know. It's okay to say no, make boundaries, and get therapy.
Yeah, therapy is something that I think we don't talk about.
Therapy is like dating. Like, you have to find the right therapist. Like, it's really rare that you find the right therapist the first time you go. So.
To my younger self, I would say probably party a little bit more.
What did partying bring to you? Like, why is that something you would want to like increase from your experience in the past?
I think for me, it's just meeting a lot of different kinds of people and having experience. Like, I'm Pakistani, so like I'm very different like from most other American kids.
Yeah.
And so I like to meet other people and see like, okay, how does an American kid live in this way? Like, when they party, what do they do?
The biggest lesson I've learned growing up is that however you look at something, it's based on the lens in which you look at it.
Okay.
So someone might get upset with you for something, and they're justified in why they're upset. And if you disagree or if you can't accept it, it's because you're not really looking through the right lens. I would have told my younger self to look through more lenses. Put yourself in other people's shoes.
Like, all throughout life, not just college, right? I spent a lot of time doing a lot of different things, like shallow, right? Like learning, like my hobby was learning new shit, right? Like, I would, if I could go back, I would definitely choose like one thing that I truly enjoyed to me, right? Like, to me, right? And stick with that. And that comes in the second thing. Right?
Okay.
The second thing is, when I was in college, and a lot of people, I know a lot of like Asian family households and Mexican family households, at least for me, because I'm both, right? It was like when I was in college, I was living for them. I was doing things for them. I was trying to go through college for them, and then just to meet expectations, right? Right? And then when you graduate, right? All of a sudden, like when you're in college, all you're doing is all your focus and all your time, right, is like to graduate. You're college.
Yeah.
Right?
Think before you speak. That's all I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Don't worry so much about the future. It's not really a huge thing. Like, yeah, you should worry about it and like kind of focus on it, but like don't have this huge just like mental stress over it, because like it's not gonna hit you all at once. It's just kind of life just keeps on going. It's kind of whatever.
It'll be alright.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I feel like I would tell myself to just slow down, because I feel like
Take a breath.
Yeah, I feel like I'm always just like go, like, oh, what's the next thing that needs to be done? I feel like I'm always rushing and all of that. I just feel like I needed to just slow down and like take in the moment.
We should be doing things for ourselves. Like, we should be selfish sometimes and do the things that we want to do. I think when we put our walls too high, we restrict ourselves from our creativity.
My younger self, I would say, like, maybe take more risks. Like, it's like, don't be a like about it sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, to put it bluntly, just stop being such a all the time. Like, not all the time, because like I wasn't, but like some of the stuff, like I was like, damn, maybe I should have done.
Like, you thought too much about it.
Yeah, I thought like and maybe like, I don't know. I feel like get out of my comfort zone a little bit. I mean, I did when I was like growing up and stuff, but I feel like I just like stuck around the same group of friends when maybe that wasn't like the best idea. Like, they weren't the best friends, you know what I mean?
Right.
They weren't the best friends
For
that
you.
Could have had. So yeah.
what kind of mentality do you have that has changed maybe in the past of like
Yeah.
how you feel like, you know, because you guys are so close now.
Yeah.
And so like I bet you going through any like struggles and stuff like that, like what's something that you actively try to bring into like a friendship to like
He's hilarious, bro. Like,
I can say the same.
I just feel like this guy like just can like make the funniest shit like on the fly, like just improv wise, you know what I mean? And like I think like keeping like a friendship fresh, you know what I mean? And like just keeps it going, like, oh, what are we gonna do like with my buddy over here? Like he always keeps it fresh. He's always got some funny new shit to say relative to the situation too, you know what I mean? It's not like, oh, I'm gonna say my catchphrase now, like,
yeah, it's
no,
like,
he's creative with it.
listening,
He's creative
like,
with it. He's
personal,
listening, yeah. And he'll make a joke like relative to the shit where I'm just, oh, like that's funny, but you're actually listening, you know what I mean? So that's
what if there's any advice you want to give, as well as like I think talking about advice you give to your younger self, but as well as like aspirations that you guys have in life, like what do you guys are excited for? I know you're doing nursing and you're doing interactive media design with a focus with like UX, but kind of how do you want to take that further, and what impacts do you guys hope to make, and why did you come to that conclusion?
It's funny because we actually talked about this like literally on the drive here.
Wait, no way.
Yeah, like we just kind of like so basically the whole topic when we were driving to here was what are your goals for 2023? And so we kind of went about that route, and we also talked about like what we want to do. So we kind of went in about where like for me personally we went from like mental goals, fitness goals, and career goals. And so I mean, since we're on the topic of careers, I guess like for me, my aspirations is to be an ICU nurse, just like my mom. Maybe a nurse anesthetist job, but at the end of the day, like I mean, like I just want to be able to provide for my family and obviously my future family with Rania. And
I guess, but the final note, I guess for me is like, it's not that deep, bro. Like all the times I've been like, we've been all talking real and like deep and shit, right? But it's like I don't know. When you stress about it and you like think about it too hard, like that's when it gets like even more difficult.
Like you kind of lose sight of like
yeah.
I can see that.
Detach yourself, bro. It's okay.
Like in a year, is this really gonna affect you?
Yeah.
Most of the time, probably not.
And you're gonna be alright.
Yeah, you're gonna be alright. That's
alright.
the quote of the day motto.
Yeah.
You're gonna be alright. Yeah.
I feel like a year goes by so quickly, and like
It
we
does.
have such big aspirations and goals that you don't really know where to start. But for us, I guess the next thing is just finishing school for us and really wanting to focus on getting that degree and start working and start saving up and supporting our family and start setting up a foundation for us as well. It's so cliche, but like following your gut and really nurturing your talent to be able to contribute positively to society is just something that I would tell people to really strive for in life, regardless of what other people around them tell them that they should do.
Communication's a big part of a relationship, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And like to actually like implement that, and it's not like it wasn't there before, but like to like hone that in and be like, okay, I'm gonna work on this because I care about you as a person. Like, that shifts things a lot. You know what I mean? Or it humbles things up.
That's really sweet. Yeah, I feel like from what I heard, you mentioned being able to listen to each other, like shifting that attention away from just inwards of like yourself, everything about you. But like if you're in a friend group, it's more so about listening to them, keeping them accountable, and also like just trying to look out for them and make them better. And I think that's
for real.
Really, yeah.
There's a lot of love in that, you know?
Yeah. I love that.
But the biggest thing I want to tell you guys is that you're going to experience failures, and you're going to have to accept that's going to happen, and that's okay. And I guess I can speak a little bit about my failures, but I've gotten rejected by UW Nursing once, got rejected from Lake Washington Nursing Program twice, and then obviously Everett and Edmonds. I've got it rejected many times, and I also got rejected to a couple hospitals for a tech job. But at the end of the day, failures build character, and I mean, at the end of the day, like, you get where you want, and as long as you, how do you say this, persevere through those failures, and you learn from those failures. And so that's kind of like the advice I want to give. And like, I mean, failures are everywhere. I've failed multiple times in lifting, failed like a good amount of times in our relationship, but I mean, we work through it, and at the end of the day, as long as you find a solution, you keep trying through. That's all that matters.
I love that. Yeah.
Mhm.
Sick. Okay, I guess last thing maybe to wrap it up is like let's go down the line and say what you're grateful for, like for this year as like we're kind of wrapping up the year of 2022.
All right.
Yeah, you can go ahead, sir.
I'm grateful for music, and I'm grateful. Yeah, nope, that's all.
Grateful for it's basic, but like my friends and my family, and just be grateful for the smallest shit. Just like, hey yo, I woke up today. That's pretty cool.
I can see that. Yeah,
that is the smaller shit for sure.
I feel like for like this year in particular, I'm very grateful for like consistency.
I love
in
that. Yeah.
terms of like family, friends, my career, my relationship. Like I feel stable, whereas like in past years it wasn't like that.
I'd say for the people around me, like my friends and my girlfriend, I'm just grateful everyone has my back, basically.
Yeah, and in the ways that they're showing up for like how they can for you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
I like that. That pretty much is a wrap. I just want to thank everyone again for taking
Thanks for
time.
having us,
And yeah.
What are you?
Oh, okay. I guess. For me, it's like I'm grateful for these kinds of conversations. I feel like with this past year for my life, I'm very similar to like your journey of discovering myself and trying to find that inner voice, and having these conversations with long lost friends, new friends, has always revitalized, I think, a lot of thoughts that I never knew I had, or feelings I never knew that I had. These conversations mean so much to me, and so just being able to kind of like capture these and document these in any kind of way for me means a lot. And so I'm just kind of grateful for everyone to be a part and just kind of showing like that support and love.
Your experiences are really unique, but you're never alone because someone else might be going through the same thing in the other side of the world.
Yeah.
So like in that way you're not alone, but like your experience is still unique.
Sharing like our struggles that we go through is something that I didn't get a lot of exposure to growing up, and so wanting to kind of put that out there to like help anyone know that they're not alone.
Yeah.
And that, you know, hearing it come down from whether it's like a super successful person or just like us like living our 20s, like we're going through the same shit and like we're trying to figure it out. And so yeah, thank you so much for your time.
Thank
This was so fun.
I got comfortable.
I know y'all were like, y'all started talking. I was like, this is good. But yeah, that's a wrap on.
That's because I just enjoy talking to you.
Oh,
it's crazy.
It's been so long.
It's been a while.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. That's a wrap. Okay, well, thank you. That was beautiful. It was great knowing you both a little bit better. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah. That'll be a wrap on my Korean. Yeah. Nice. Wow, this is so awesome. Okay. And that's a wrap on Continue and Jess. Sick. Okay, well, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Thank you, man. Appreciate
it. A wrap. But yeah.
Good host. Good host.
Yes. No, this is so cute.
Subscribe.
Subscribe, like and subscribe.
Like,
trying to think of I should have made something up to plug.
Argentina.
Shout out to Argentina, Messi.